Moving on now to some news from the world of economics and business. The ban on outsourcing by the American state of Ohio and recent protectionist noises from Washington have got India's IT industry and policymakers worried. In an exclusive interview to NDTV's Economic Affairs editor Shweta Rajpal Kohli, Montek Singh Ahluwalia says America should be aware that restrictive actions on outsourcing are being watched very carefully here, but that India's options are limited as the move does not violate an established international trade law.
Logically, this is clearly protectionist, and if you were taking a visionary approach of the kind of world we should be moving to, they shouldn't do it.
So is India looking at taking up this issue with the US policymakers and talk more about how this is something that really shouldn't be done?
The problem with that move is, it may not be violative of WTO agreements. I mean, simply because, at least in our case, for example, we are not members of the agreement on government procurement. I'm sure that our interlocutors that we are being told that, look, this is unfortunate. Now, remember, we only meet the US government. We don't meet state governments. So this is an action taken by the Ohio state government, so we can't really directly address them.
But President Barack Obama has backed the action, and he's also talking a lot about how outsourcing is something that he's not clearly in favor of.
The United States is not used to unemployment getting up to 10%. They're heading into a midterm election. It will be a major issue. And I think rather than raise temperatures at this time, we have to let us see how they handle it.
But also the fact that India's IT industry is extremely worried about some of these protectionist moves. They're talking about a $50 billion industry, and this is something that obviously they believe should be taken up at a bilateral level.
Oh, absolutely. No, I mean, we're very clear in our interactions with the US that in terms of not just our economic interests, but economic efficiency considerations, outsourcing is no different from normal trade.
And the fact that this might be a sticky issue in the relations between the two countries also coming just ahead of President Barack Obama's visit to India.
Yes, this is certainly a sticky issue in the sense that our industry wants us to inform the US that the noise that is being made so far, and a few actions also, don't seem to encourage the growth of an integrated global economy where countries pursue their competitive advantage. And I think I'm sure we are making that point. Certainly whenever I've met with US officials, I have pointed out that we understand the political compulsion, but they should be very clear that restrictive actions on outsourcing will be watched very carefully in India, and I think they're aware of that.